Hey fam, it's me, Aaron.
Triforce Mike!
And maybe it's just us, but these books are getting better each week. I'm getting more excited about it. I'm getting more excited about what's coming.
Yeah.
I think the publishers have kind of regrouped, especially Marvel, and are getting everything, you know, in line to make things freaking awesome. It's not just the price point, it's also the excitement factor of everything. And I'm just in love with it. I'm just totally fanboying out. And, you know, there's a lot of people that I don't know why they like a comic shop and then they just hate everything that, you know, we have, that we put on those. Like, hey, look at this new book coming. It's like, oh, awful, it's awful. It's like, it's not out. You just saw the cover and, you know, whatever. And then, you know, I know people hate on things on Bleeding Cool, and that's fine, you know, whatever. But the whole format of our top books thing is we are talking about the books we feel are the best, so we're not talking about bad stuff. I mean, I hate tons of stuff. I hate so much stuff.
Yeah, I hate everything.
But, you know, these are the things we love.
Right.
And speaking of that is the whole point one thing. Oh. The point one thing is awesome. It's single issue stories. It's to keep people on the titles, hook new people onto the titles, and they've been delivering. I loved Fraction's Iron Man, Jason Aaron's Wolverine, and this week it's Dan Slott's Amazing Spider-Man, but actually it's more like Venom Point One. Yeah. Which, you know, that would be weird to have Venom Point One come out before Venom 1.
0.1.
But, you know, whatever. It's Flash's first full story as Venom. It's Venom's first full issue. He was in the backup of last issue of Spider-Man, and now it's his full thing. Slott, Ramos on art, and he's fun. I mean, he's been a character since the beginning. He's like Spidey, he loves Spidey, he's Peter's best friend, and he lost his legs in Iraq, you know, come on. And now he can have symbiote legs. It's awesome. And Rick Remender is going to be doing the series Venom. It comes out in about 3 weeks, and I can't wait. I cannot wait, because Rick Remender kills on Venom. I know a lot of you might not have read this, but this is Venom possessed Deadpool. I don't know why he put it in past tense, but Venom possessed Deadpool, and this was a great single issue story by Rick Remender, and it's so funny. It is hilarious. And everyone that's, you know, there's a lot of people that have hated on different things Marvel has done in the past, and a lot of people have hated on different comments and different things that the editors have said in interviews and whatever. Rick Remender skewers it. Like page after page of hilarity. You get Deadpool with the symbiote, but you also get just ridiculous stuff making fun of the whole One More Day story. Like, they skewer it in one panel. It's hilarious. You know, I'm not going to spoil the joke, but it's just insane. They make fun of event books. They make fun of relevancy of characters. It is a lot of fun, and just Deadpool delivers. He is the most relevant character ever, and with this issue, you find out why. And speaking of Remender, his X-Force was just the best new book of last year. Easily, even with only like 4 issues, it was the best. And he told a whole story arc in 4 issues, and now this is Deathlock Nation. It's only going to be a 3-issue story arc. And it picks up on some of the Deathlock themes from Jason Aaron's Weapon X, but you don't have to read that to enjoy this. And Phantom X is the main guy in here, and Phantom X, yes, this is full of action. So much action with Phantom X versus the Deathlocks, but it also has so much characterization. In fact, I would say there's more characterization of Phantom X in this single issue than every other issue of him to this date. And I loved it. I love Rick Remender's X-Force. I love Phantom X now, and you will too. It's great. Jason Aaron's been killing on the new Wolverine book, and you got the point one last week, and now that leads right into 6. And Wolverine's still possessed by, he's not in hell anymore, he's in his body, demons are in his body, and you know, party. Yes, and Cyclops has to pull in, you know, the big guns to get him. You know, Magneto knows how magnets work, so he can pull out his metal. He's done it before. Namor can rip him up because, you know, if he doesn't have the metal in there, why not? Just rip him up, and then Cyclops can char the remains, and Emma can throw up in her head. And it's it's a great issue. I really enjoyed it. DC, Brightest Day is coming up to a crescendo. This is like every issue is like the climax for a certain character. You saw the climax for the Hawks as they climax together, actually, which is rare for a couple. But this is the climax for Aquaman, and it's great. And all the characters were brought back with some kind of flaw. Like Aquaman could only talk to dead fish. Well, once they embrace life, blah, 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 it's going to be great. It's going to be, I'm just in love with it. And you know, all those books getting canceled by DC, they're all, in my mind, to make way for the new titles that are coming out of Brightest Day, like Aquaman, like Firestorm, like whatever, you know, it's going to be great. I don't know who's going to write Firestorm. You know, Tony Bedard could. He put him in here. So this was the end of Tony's Weaponeer run. The Weaponeer is a character he created. The dude that created Sinister's Ring, you know, that was, you know, a story that had to be told, you know, was like, okay, wow, you know, and I really enjoyed it. It was great. It was the crescendo of his. This is the crescendo of New Guardians by Jeff Johns with all the avatars and all that stuff. And they both lead into War of the Green Lanterns, which I cannot wait for War of the Green Lanterns. And in every DC book this week, there is a preview of War of the Green Lanterns. And I'm a total Green Lantern fanboy. I'm so stoked. I love Bedard. I love Tomasi. I love Jeff Johns. I love Guy Gardner. And, I could just be biased about it, but I've never loved Green Lantern more. Like, if you're not a Green Lantern fan now, you never were, because it's better than it's ever been. And something that isn't an opinion, that obviously I can't be wrong about, is Morning Glories. This has taken the industry by storm. We've sold more Morning Glories than most every mainstream book. Nick Spencer's Infinite Vacation came out last month. We sold more issues of issue 1 than any book that came out that month.
Amazing.
More than Dark Knight, more than the Avengers, more than anything.
Yeah.
And the second print's coming out for anyone that missed it with us, next week is issue 2. But this Morning Glories, it's the whole 6-issue first arc by Nick Spencer, who we'll have here with the artist on May 4th, which is the birthday of all the characters. That's kind of weird. But we're going to have a meta birthday signing party.
That's awesome.
It's going to be great. But this is $10 for 6 issues. And if you bought them individually, that's great. You're the taste tester. You're the guy in the know. You spent $21. But now all these new people can get it for $10 and get on, and they can jump on with 7 that comes out next week for $2.99, the price lowered. And we'll have a healthy title that will be able to tell the story in the manner it wants, and it's going to be great. And my big thing is this book is amazing. It had the feeling I got from reading Runaways, the first volume, had the feeling I got from reading Why Last Man. It's that feeling. To me, it's like Lost meets Runaways. That's how Spencer described it. But so many crazy twists and turns, so many unpredictable things. And at Comic Shop, we're trying to push this. We ordered so many of these that it's $10, but when you get this at a Comic Shop, you can get our new design shirt. Yeah.
Cool.
So it's going to be great. And if you already have it, just buy another Nick Spencer book and talk to us. But Nick Spencer is the man. I can't wait till he comes down to visit us. I hope he stays at my house. It's going to be so much fun. And I hope you enjoy your comics this week. Thanks. Bye.